All right, you guys, straight to jail for questioning at least Erika, working off of a tip that Tracy may have been with Erika when Erika got the call from Elizabeth and Mikey McCoy, because they were both on the phone, even though that was never revealed to the public until later. Tracy, I am told, because she's privatized her public profiles, but I am told that she has denied that claim. Okay, let's assume Tracy's telling the truth and that she was not with Erika on September 10th.
Erika Kirk just stepped into what could be the most intense storm of her life. Reports claim she was briefly detained at the airport while preparing to board a flight to Israel. And this happened right in the middle of an active federal investigation. The timing alone has people raising their eyebrows. Online observers immediately began asking why someone connected to such a high-profile case would travel at that exact moment. Behind the curtain, the Tyler Robinson trial has reportedly been shifting in ways few expected. What began as a focused legal battle centered on Tyler has, according to multiple reports, started drawing attention closer to Erika's circle. As that shift gained traction, insiders claim she moved quickly to secure a flight. But federal authorities were reportedly even quicker, intercepting her before departure. That development alone has fueled nonstop discussion. Authorities were allegedly notified about her travel plans ahead of time and stopped her at the airport before she could leave the country. No official statement has declared wrongdoing tied to that moment, but the optics sparked immediate debate. Why travel now? Why Israel? Why during such a critical phase of proceedings? Those questions have been echoing across social platforms ever since. At the same time, legal complications within the Tyler Robinson case were reportedly escalating. Defense attorneys allegedly pushed to disqualify certain prosecutors.
Be in the devil.
Agree with Erika Kirk. Does this need to speed up? I mean, it's amazing. It's been 5 months. He hasn't even pled guilty or innocent. He hasn't had a preliminary hearing. Is that normal, and why is it taking so long?
I don't care who's mad. I really do not care who wants to be upset after this episode. Really, you'll be wasting your breath.
Creating procedural tension inside the courtroom. Legal disputes like that are not unusual in complex cases, but when combined with sudden travel plans, the storyline began to feel bigger. Erika was reportedly questioned, and that alone pushed public curiosity into overdrive. As digital detectives started lining up timelines, one name kept resurfacing. Tracy Martin, described as Erika's closest friend for over 15 years, Tracy has quietly been part of the background for a long time. Reports suggest that she was with Erika when news came in about Charlie. That detail, small on its own, gained weight once people started reviewing every connection. Then another layer appeared. Tracy's daughter reportedly works as Erika's assistant. On the day everything unfolded, she was initially expected to be at the same location as Charlie, but did not attend at the last minute. That sudden shift triggered even more questions. Changes in plans can happen for countless reasons, but in high-profile situations, even normal adjustments get magnified. Tracy and her daughter later explained their absence by saying Tracy had a bad feeling. For some, that sounded like intuition. For critics, it raised fresh speculation. Was it simply instinct or something else entirely?
Because what Tracy cannot deny is that her daughter is indeed Erika's assistant. I have confirmed that. However, it is a fact that she was supposed to go to UVU on September 10th. I remind you, this is Erika's assistant.
There is no confirmed evidence suggesting prior knowledge of any wrongdoing, but online discussions have been relentless. Meanwhile, attention turned toward reported tensions brewing behind the scenes before the event. It has been claimed that Charlie had disagreements with certain donors leading up to that day. In a group message, he allegedly expressed frustration, writing that Jewish donors play into all the stereotypes. I cannot and will not be bullied like this, leaving me no choice but to leave the pro-Israel. That message reportedly caused significant internal concern. On that same day, sources claim Charlie held an urgent Zoom meeting with Rabbi Wiki. None of these reported meetings or messages have been officially linked to criminal findings, but the close timing has kept analysts watching carefully. When events cluster together like that, people naturally start connecting dots. According to insiders, Charlie's message sparked immediate tension within upper management, yet publicly, Erika did not present the situation as a crisis. Instead, she framed it as private frustration, venting, not a shift in direction. She reportedly brought in Josh Hammer, a conservative political commentator, to reinforce that interpretation. The message pushed publicly was that emotions had run high, but nothing structural had changed. Critics question whether that explanation fully aligns with Charlie's long history of public speaking and political navigation. He was experienced, seasoned, used to debate environments and donor pressure. Supporters argue even the most confident leaders can feel stressed privately. Detractors feel the contrast between private intensity and public calm deserves scrutiny. Another reported twist added even more intrigue. After a tense call,
they're going to say that that chat was really not a big deal. That chat wasn't a big deal. Charlie was just blowing off a little bit of steam. He didn't mean it. He never once blinked on his support for Israel. Now, according to Josh, that 2-hour later call, that was just because Josh Hammer's brilliant. He's a mentor. He was a mentor somehow to Charlie when it came to debating, and he really just needed some good talking points. He was angry at Israel, but he was just blowing off some steam, and then he was back and wanted to focus on these talking points. And so apparently he needed Josh Hammer. He also needed this rabbi all the way in Israel who agreed to wake up at 4 a.m. his time to help Charlie with talking points to college students.
Charlie allegedly messaged his inner circle saying higher-ups had put a bounty on him. Whether that wording was figurative or symbolic remains unclear. There has been no verified evidence of literal harm tied to that phrase. Still, the tone reportedly conveyed serious anxiety, and that alone amplified speculation. If Charlie had truly stepped away from the pro-Israel cause, the ripple effects would have been significant. Financial, backing, political alliances, strategic positioning, none of that shifts quietly. That reality brings the focus back to Erika's public narrative. She described him as motivated and looking ahead. Meanwhile, reports suggest certain close associates felt uneasy that day. That disconnect is what continues to fuel debate. The real turning point, however, came not from a private message, but from the shifting legal narrative itself. As reports surfaced about procedural turbulence in the Tyler Robinson case, public confidence began to wobble, not because of one explosive revelation, but because small inconsistencies started stacking up. And when patterns form, perception changes quickly. For months, Erika portrayed Charlie as focused and forward-looking. That messaging was steady and composed. But resurfaced reports of tense exchanges and urgent meetings painted a more complicated emotional backdrop.
The reason that Erika's assistant and her mother, Tracy, Erika's best friend, told people in their orbit something quite interesting, actually. The reason that they told her that they didn't go is different from the reason that Erika didn't go, obviously. Tracy and her daughter told people that Tracy had a bad feeling. Like I told you, you confirmed that. Tracy had a bad feeling, and so she stopped her daughter from going to UVU. This is now confirmed. It's a fact.
No official authority has concluded that Erika played any role in Charlie's passing. That fact remains critical. Still, perception often evolves faster than legal findings. The airport detention added another layer of complexity. There has been no public declaration confirming criminal wrongdoing related to that stop. Yet headlines spread fast. When someone connected to an investigation is halted while attempting international travel, speculation naturally follows. Was it procedural? Was it precautionary? Without full transparency, the public fills in blanks. The trial itself reportedly encountered legal disputes over strategy and procedure. Such developments are common in high-profile cases. Courtrooms are dynamic, and motions shift direction regularly. But when those changes happen publicly and coincide with other dramatic moments, the overall narrative feels heavier. Emotion has also divided audiences. Some see Erika as composed under extraordinary pressure. Others feel certain public appearances lacked visible grief. Emotional expression is deeply personal and varies widely, so interpretation often says more about the viewer than the subject. Still, perception shapes conversation in powerful ways. Notably, some former allies have reportedly grown quieter.
His job, and he enjoyed having the debates. He enjoyed cutting across the clips so people could wake up to what was happening on college campuses. But let's just stop this absurd narrative that he couldn't sleep, like it was Christmas morning and he was 4 years old.
Fewer joint appearances, less visible alignment, no direct accusations, just subtle distance. In political environments, silence can speak volumes without a single statement being issued. Again, distance does not equal guilt, but it does contribute to the evolving atmosphere. Donor tensions have continued circulating as well. Strategic disagreements are common in political organizations. Clashes over messaging and direction happen frequently. Yet when those tensions surface after a tragic event, they carry extra emotional weight. Even without formal linkage, proximity and timing can feel significant. Observers are now revisiting timelines carefully. When were certain meetings held? When were specific messages sent? When did tone shifts occur in public communication? None of these. Questions represent official findings, but collectively, they create a climate where every detail feels magnified. Legal experts continue reminding audiences that investigations are processes, not verdicts. Being detained for questioning does not equal conviction. As of now, no official ruling has declared Erika responsible for Charlie's passing. That remains a crucial distinction. The investigation continues, and due process matters. At the same time, the battle for public trust may already be underway. Even if future legal outcomes clear every name involved, the narrative unfolding right now has lasting impact. Once doubts begin circulating online, they rarely disappear overnight. The situation remains fluid, and until official conclusions are reached, speculation will likely continue swirling. What makes this phase especially intense is that several major storylines are colliding at the same time.
And he sends off text messages to his security chief, Dan Flood, also to Andrew Colvett, and he says to them that they are going to kill me. Who is they? Well, Erika wants us to believe that he was referring to the left, or maybe even an Etsy witch, right? Some Etsy witch who put a curse on him. Because don't forget, we were also told that the definitely not at all Catholic Charlie had a priest come over and pray over him as well after he has this.
There's a complicated trial unfolding. There's an active federal investigation still in motion. There are internal political disagreements bubbling beneath the surface. And on top of all that, there's massive public scrutiny watching every step. When that many moving parts overlap, even routine developments start to feel dramatic. At the center of it all sits one question that refuses to fade. Do the public statements fully align with what was happening behind closed doors? That single question has kept the spotlight locked firmly on Erika. It's not about a single headline anymore. It's about whether the calm messaging presented publicly matches the reported tension privately. No final judgment has been announced. No official conclusion has been delivered. But until that clarity arrives, the conversation isn't slowing down. In today's digital environment, once momentum builds, it rarely fades quietly. It grows legs, it spreads, and it keeps evolving. As the legal situation continues to unfold, the pressure surrounding Erika hasn't cooled. It has intensified. What began as quiet whispers in political circles has turned into full-scale public analysis. Commentators are no longer just discussing the Tyler Robinson trial. They're reviewing past interviews, re-examining statements, studying how messaging has shifted month by month. And the biggest transformation hasn't happened inside the courtroom. It's happened in public confidence. For a long stretch,
debating pointers handed to him and texting people saying he's going to die. He also was not at all Catholic and needed a priest to pray over him. And by the way, don't forget, he also apparently had no fears the next day, Erika says. She has his phone, but we got a priest praying over him. We have a declaration that he's abandoning the pro-Israel cause and that he feels that he is being bullied and he's done with it, and that Jewish people play into all the stereotypes. But we are also told that he had no fears the next day. Actually, he went to bed and he was just excited. He was late excited, but they had fear. For some reason, Tracy Martin told her daughter, who's Erika's assistant, not to go to this event. They pull her back because Tracy senses danger. But if that's just mommy intuition, are we to believe that she did?
The official narrative felt steady and controlled. Statements were polished, appearances were measured, the tone was consistent and composed. But once reports surfaced about internal disagreements, urgent calls, and rising tensions before the incident, many people began looking back at everything with a new lens. Not because of confirmed misconduct, but because the emotional tone described privately didn't fully mirror the calm presentation delivered publicly. One major driver of speculation has been how quickly messaging appeared to pivot once the situation escalated. Early communication was tight and focused. The spotlight stayed fixed on Tyler Robinson and the specific legal matters at hand. But as procedural turbulence reportedly entered the trial, motions, disputes, strategic challenges, the scope of conversation widened. Suddenly, discussions weren't just about the defendant. They were about leadership dynamics, internal fractures, Whether deeper issues had been simmering beneath the surface, legal analysts continue emphasizing that courtroom strategy shifts are normal in high-profile cases. Motions to disqualify prosecutors, arguments over admissibility, tactical changes, none of that automatically signals wrongdoing. Courtrooms are complex environments where strategy evolves constantly. But when the outside view starts to look unstable, it naturally shakes confidence among supporters and critics alike. Another element adding pressure is the reported friction between Charlie and certain financial backers before the incident. Political organizations operate on donor relationships. Funding can shape strategy, messaging decisions can impact alliances. So when reports of tension surfaced, observers began asking whether those disagreements signaled broader strain within the organization. It's a logical question, even without confirmed linkage. It's crucial to state clearly that internal disagreements are common in political movements. Strong personalities clash, vision differs, heated exchanges happen. But when those disputes are followed by a tragedy, the human instinct is to connect dots. Even if no official body has tied those tensions to any direct outcome, the proximity and timing keeps curiosity alive. Then there's the airport moment, the image that continues circulating online. Authorities have not publicly announced criminal charges tied specifically to that stop. There has been no official declaration that Erika attempted to avoid legal proceedings. Still, perception often forms faster than formal. Clarification. When someone connected to an active investigation is detained while attempting international travel, it immediately captures attention. Whether routine or precautionary, the optics alone carry weight. Supporters argue she has been cooperative and that travel during investigations can have legitimate explanations. Critics argue the timing felt questionable. Both sides remain firm in their interpretation.
Charlie and I have always been very clear on our stance. Israel, Jewish people. It's awful. Awful. Anti-Semitism is what healing factor comes out of hating Jewish people? What healing factor comes out of hating Christians? What healing factor comes out? Hate in general? Nothing. Nothing. We've been to Israel twice together. And to be able to walk in the place where our Lord walked and see the Bible come to life in Technicolor, how could you hate that place?
What's undeniable is that the spotlight has grown brighter, and in high-profile political environments, once that spotlight intensifies, it rarely dims without clear resolution. Meanwhile, subtle shifts among former associates have not gone unnoticed. No loud denunciations, no dramatic public breakups, just fewer joint appearances, fewer public endorsements, a quieter tone overall. In political spaces, distance doesn't need to be announced to be felt. That quiet recalibration, whether intentional or coincidental, has added to the perception that unity may not be as strong as before. Public trust is fragile. Once questions begin stacking up, even small inconsistencies can feel amplified. Erika's portrayal of Charlie's final days described forward momentum and focus. Other reports painted a picture of stress, urgent communications, and tense exchanges. Both scenarios can coexist. Leaders often carry pressure privately while projecting confidence publicly. But when those two images feel sharply different, observers tend to gravitate toward whichever version feels emotionally convincing to them. Social media has amplified every angle. Independent commentators have analyzed interviews frame by frame. They've compared earlier speeches to later messaging. They've highlighted tonal shifts. None of that replaces formal investigation, but it fuels the court of public opinion, and that court moves fast and speaks loudly. Another critical dimension involves crisis management. When organizations face turmoil, communication becomes a delicate, balancing act. Too little transparency can spark suspicion. Too much detail can complicate legal proceedings. Striking the right tone is incredibly difficult, especially when federal authorities are involved, and every word may carry legal weight. As of now, no official ruling has declared Erika responsible for Charlie's passing. Investigations remain ongoing. Legal processes continue. Those facts matter. Due process matters. But alongside that reality is the emotional shift happening among supporters who once felt unwavering certainty. The longer definitive clarity takes, the more space exists for interpretation. And interpretation, especially in charged political environments, can divide communities quickly. Some remain firmly supportive, others feel unsettled. The space between those positions is where the tension now lives. And until official conclusions are delivered, That tension is unlikely to disappear anytime soon. Some people believe Erika is being unfairly targeted during an incredibly chaotic legal moment. Others argue that too many unanswered questions are still hanging in the air and deserve stronger explanations. Both viewpoints are loud, both are emotional, and neither side has definitive closure yet. What makes this stage so critical is that the consequences may stretch far beyond one individual. Leadership structures could shift, donor confidence could weaken, volunteers might hesitate, strategic alliances could quietly adjust. Even without a final legal finding, perception alone can influence momentum in powerful ways. In politics, confidence is currency, and right now, that currency feels unstable. At the center of everything is one unresolved tension. Were the internal conflicts before the incident just routine disagreements, or were they warning signs of something deeper? That question has not been officially answered. No agency has issued a public conclusion tying those tensions to any direct outcome. But until clarity arrives, speculation naturally fills the silence. For now, the investigation remains active. The trial continues facing procedural complexity. Public scrutiny hasn't faded, it has intensified. Every small development, every new detail, instantly gets absorbed into a much larger and emotionally charged narrative. The spotlight isn't moving, the pressure isn't easing, and until definitive clarity arrives, this story remains wide open. This is the phase where emotions are running hottest. Online critics are no longer focused only on travel plans or interview tone. The bigger conversation now centers on whether Erika may have been aware of internal tensions before everything unfolded. There are circulating claims that investigators are examining whether anyone had advance awareness of sensitive issues. That does not mean wrongdoing has been confirmed. It means questions are being asked, and in high-profile cases, even questions can shift the atmosphere dramatically. Candace, in particular, has been vocal. She has publicly argued that Erika's account deserves deeper examination and that certain gaps still exist. Those are strong allegations. As of now, they remain claims voiced by a critic, not conclusions reached in court. No legal authority has declared Erika responsible for planning, coordinating, or facilitating harm. That distinction is essential and cannot be ignored. Still, the intensity continues to grow because of how different elements connect in the public imagination. Erika's international relationships, including her public support for Israel and Jewish communities, have become part of the broader discussion. Supporters emphasize that political leaders frequently maintain global relationships and express solidarity with allied nations. That, by itself, does not indicate misconduct. Critics, however, point to the timing of certain remarks and the reported airport stop as reasons they want more clarity. Whether those suspicions carry legal weight is something only investigators can determine. Erika has spoken positively about Jewish communities and about Israel in multiple settings. In many political environments, that language reflects ideological alignment and diplomatic positioning. But in the current climate, every statement is being re-examined line by line. Context is being dissected. Tone is being analyzed. And neutrality is hard to maintain when emotions are high. Candace's commentary has amplified the debate significantly. She believes there are inconsistencies that require direct answers. She has called for accountability and expressed confidence that deeper layers may surface over time. Meanwhile, authorities have reportedly questioned Erika as part of standard investigative procedure. Being questioned does not equal guilt. It is a step in fact-gathering. That reminder matters now more than ever. As of this moment, no official ruling has declared Erika responsible for Charlie's passing. No verdict has established a coordinated scheme. The investigation remains ongoing. Legal processes are still unfolding. Yet the intensity of public reaction makes it feel as though the case is already being argued in the court of public opinion. And in that arena, perception often moves faster than evidence. Right now, two realities exist side by side. One is the formal legal process, methodical and structured. The other is the online narrative, fast-moving and emotionally charged. Until those two paths converge with clear conclusions, the tension will likely remain high. The spotlight is fixed, the questions are loud, and the final chapter has not yet been written. One of the biggest reasons this situation feels so explosive is the role power plays in public perception. Erika has long been viewed as connected, influential, and surrounded by strong networks. When someone with that kind of visibility faces federal questioning, people naturally start wondering whether influence could offer protection. At the same time, others push back hard on that idea, arguing that federal investigations operate on evidence, not reputation. That clash between perceived power and legal accountability is exactly what's keeping everyone locked in and watching every update. Timing has only added more fuel to the tension. The reported airport questioning happened right when courtroom complications were already making waves. The defense had allegedly moved to disqualify prosecutors. Legal tactics were being challenged. Observers described the case as unstable. Then suddenly, Erika is stopped and questioned during an active federal investigation. Even without official conclusions, the sequence feels intense. And when events feel intense, speculation spreads fast. Critics are asking what authorities might be reviewing behind the scenes. Are their communications under examination? Did new witnesses come forward? Are financial records or digital activity being analyzed? None of those. Specifics have been publicly confirmed, but the lack of detail has created a vacuum. And in high-profile cases, silence often amplifies curiosity instead of calming it. Supporters continue urging caution. They remind everyone that investigations can cast wide nets. Being questioned is not the same as being charged. Political controversies often generate narratives that outrun verified facts. And until a court presents confirmed findings, fairness requires restraint. That perspective carries serious weight and cannot be dismissed. At the core of everything remains one issue: credibility. The public wants clarity. They want to understand whether the reported tensions before the incident were normal political disagreements or signs of something deeper. They want to know whether the messaging delivered afterward fully reflected what was happening privately. And until those answers arrive through official channels, uncertainty will dominate the conversation. There's also the broader organizational impact to consider. Political movements depend on trust, from donors, from volunteers, from supporters who invest time and belief into the mission. Even if legal proceedings ultimately clear every name involved, extended uncertainty can still leave scars. Reputations, once shaken, don't instantly return to full strength. Confidence takes time to rebuild. Right now, investigators continue doing their work. Legal teams prepare arguments, commentators analyze every development in real time, and the public remains divided. Some believe this investigation will reveal major findings. Others think it may conclude without establishing a direct connection. Both possibilities remain on the table. What happens next will depend entirely on what is presented through formal legal processes, not trending posts or viral commentary. If authorities possess strong evidence, it will emerge in court. If they do not, that outcome will also become clear. The justice system, not social. Media debate will ultimately determine where this story lands. One thing stands firm: connections, influence, and strategic messaging cannot substitute for factual proof. If misconduct occurred, it must be demonstrated through evidence. If it did not, that reality will eventually stand on its own. Until then, the pressure remains high, the attention remains intense, and the questions remain front and center. This situation has grown beyond a single incident. It has become a broader test of transparency, accountability, and public trust. And as each development unfolds, people everywhere are watching closely and forming their own conclusions. Now, I want to hear from you. What do you think about everything happening right now? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure you like the video, subscribe for ongoing updates, share it with others following the case, and I'll see you on the next one.